Hello everyone, this is Ratika Roy Bhattacharya. I welcome you all on my YouTube channel Study Together with Ratika. Today we are going to start nomenclature of hydrocarbons. As you know that hydrocarbons are those compounds in which hydrogen and carbon are there. Okay, so today we are first of all going to discuss nomenclature of all of these compounds. These three series are there. After that we will also be discussing the homologous series. Okay. First, when you want to write the name of any chemical compound, for example, propene, just I give an example. This propene is a hydrocarbon, okay. If you want to write the chemical formula, you'll have to keep two things in your mind, that a prefix and suffix will be used, right? If you divide this propene term in two parts, this becomes prop and ene, okay. Now prop means 3. Here I have written the names which describes the number of carbon present in any hydrocarbon, okay, or any compound. Meth means 1, eth 2, prop 3, but 4, pent 5, hex 6. For class 10th, only up to hex compounds we are supposed to discuss. Right now we have these numbers or these names which signify a particular number of carbon. Here prop means 3, that is n will become 3. Now which formula will be used? Okay, this ene word means it is a member of alkene series. Okay, now alkane, alkene, alkyne, these are three series of hydrocarbons. The chemical or the general formula of three of these compounds are CnH2n plus 2 in alkene, then CnH2n in alkene, and CnH2n minus 2 in alkyne. Now when we are discussing about propene, the formula becomes CnH2n. Here we will put the number of n, C3H3 to the 6. So the formula of this propene will become C3H6, or the chemical formula will become C3H6. Pentyne. Now again you will break this term in two parts. First is pent and then ine. Pent means n will become 5 and ine means this alkyne group is there. The formula of alkyne is CnH2n minus 2. So the value of n, that is 5, we will put in this formula to find out the chemical formula. C5H, 5 to the 10 minus 2. So the formula of pentyne will become C5H8, right? One more example we will see. Butane. But means 4, so n will become 4, and ane means a member of alkane series, that is CnH2n plus 2. Now again we will put the value of n, C4H, 4 to the 8, 9, 10. So C4H10 will become the chemical formula of this butane, right? I hope you are able to understand this. Now we will see what is a homologous. Now what you can do, you can take a screenshot of this image. After that, you can write all the numbers or the chemical formula in front of these meth, eth, all of these compounds, right? So that it will become a practice for you to write the chemical formula of several compounds. Okay. Now what is a homologous series? First of all, I will write the chemical formula of all of these compounds of ane series. Now what is a homologous series? If you find the difference of carbon and hydrogen atoms in both of these adjacent compounds, you will find a difference of CH2. That means this compound, this ethane compound, has one more carbon than methane and two more hydrogen than this one methane, right? So if you add CH2 to this group, you will get C2H6, that is ethane. Again, if you compare both of these adjacent compounds, again the difference will be CH2. So in this way, the difference is similar, right? This difference is same, that is why we call it as homologous series. Okay. Now this was about homologous series. Now we will see how can we name a compound on the basis of the functional group present at the back or at the starting or beginning of any compound, right? Now this table shows the functional groups and their formula along with the prefix or suffix that we can add. Okay, when you add alcohol group, that is OH group, this OH group is added, we just have to remove hydrogen and we will put OH. For example, in propane, the general formula or the chemical formula is C3H8. Right? We will see that this hydrogen or any of the hydrogen can be removed from here, here or here. We can remove one hydrogen and put OH group, and the name of propane will change in propanol. Then right? Next, aldehyde group, when we are supposed to add CHO. How you can add the CHO? In this manner, double bond oxygen, single bond hydrogen, we have this aldehyde group of propane and we write it as propanal. Right? Next one is ketone group, that is C double bond O. If you put C double bond O, that is if you put O here, what you will have to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 bonds you are supposed to make, so you will have to again remove one hydrogen. Now if you write it in this manner, there will be no difference in this one and the last, that aldehyde group that we added. Okay, so that's why what we have to do, we always have to put oxygen or C double bond O at the middle carbon, okay, not at the end carbon. Now you see here, this carbon is making 4 bonds, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this again 1, 2, 3, 4. The bonds of carbon are 4 everywhere. It means now the compound is fully satisfied and we write the name as propanone. Now okay, the next one is carboxylic acid, in which we have to add oxygen with carbon and OH group. We can add in this manner. We will have to remove 2 hydrogen and will add oxygen and hydroxide, that is OH group, and the bonds will be made as shown here and the name will be propanoic acid. OIC is added by removing E, so it becomes propanoic acid. Right? Now the next is haloalkane. When you see periodic table, all the members of group 7 are halogens. For example, chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, acetylene, all of these are halogens which are highly reactive in nature. If you add chlorine and bromine here, what you can do, just only one hydrogen will be removed and chlorine or bromine can be added and the name will be given as chloropentane. Always remember that haloalkane, the name is written by adding a prefix but not suffix, whereas in all of these compounds a suffix name is added. Okay, so this was about the naming or nomenclature of hydrocarbons. In case you have any doubt, you can write down in the comment section, and do not forget to watch this video which is about the saturated and unsaturated carbon compounds. If you find this video helpful, then do not forget to like, share and comment. Thanks for watching.